Alright, two things before I start this video. One, I'm not late to this topic. I know the dev stream was on the 31st of January and it's now February 5th as the time I'm Second thing, I had to re-record this entire video anyways because the whole sick thing happened. So the entire audio from that video is and I sound terrible. So in case you want to just a weird fraction of that, have a listen.
I'm Jake.
I think I like you, Dr. Monty. You have balls.
Is he mogging?
No, he's doing a thumbs up.
Is he?
He's not mogging.
Is he?
No.
He might be mogging a bit.
I think he's mogging.
He's not mogging.
Confirm mog?
He's not a mog.
Those little flares.
I know. Hold your applause. Peak content creation. I only provide the best for you guys. Anyways, I'm Catfish, but you can call me Cat, and let's cut all the bullshit and talk about all things Temple. And here's our first look at Temple, and look how good they look. I'm so excited for this Warframe. It's probably the most excited I've been for a frame in a long time. I am such a big fan of how spiky this design is right off rip. The horns on the head, the huge shoulders and arm spikes, the leg spikes, the chest spikes. It's a very prickly design and I am all for it. And those colors too are so good. That red, black, and tan really mixes together well, especially with those orange accents. Ooh, it's so good. I say that as if as soon as I get my hands on it, they're not going to turn bright pink and pastel like the rest of the Warframes in my collection. I really have a one set color palette that I use for like everything. You could call it by aesthetic. Dude, I sound so stupid sometimes. But that default color palette does match up really well to Technocyte Coda, which is definitely intentional given the other info nuggets we're about to go over. In Temple's very brief wiki page, it labels them as the upcoming non-binary guitar-themed Warframe with a fusion of tech rock and glam rock guitarist aesthetics. Which means just how Nidus is the infested Warframe, it looks like Temple's going to be our Technocyte Warframe. And you can definitely see the glam rock inspiration behind Temple. I mean, look at a glam rock outfit compared to Temple. There are definitely similarities between the two, and I am personally all here for it. And some other fun stuff from the wiki is that Temple's going to be the 60th unique Warframe to the game, which is crazy, and that they're originally drawn up by D.E. Kaz back in 2018, so Temple's been in development hell for it looks like quite a bit. But circling back to that guitar part is where things get really fun and where most of my hype is. Temple's going to have their own custom guitar, and I honestly can't get over how cool it looks. From the colors to the infested design, the two sets of fretboards, this thing just comes together so nice and it looks so damn cool. And then just to add on top of all of that, Temple's gonna have their own guitar picks that look like infested teeth. And DE also said during the stream that Temple's fingers will double as guitar picks. So obviously with the design as cool as Temple's, you're probably really excited to know what their abilities are gonna be like. What is this frame gonna be able to do? How are they gonna function? And guess what? We have no idea. Yeah, surprisingly, there hasn't been too much information about Temple's abilities yet. There's been no leaks or anything really. So we're just gonna have to wait until February 28th, the next dev stream, where they promise that they're gonna go into Temple and show off their abilities. But what we do know for 100% certain is where Temple's getting their audio from. It's confirmed that Mark Holcomb and Jake Bowen from the band Periphery is gonna be making all the guitar sounds and elements for Temple, which is beyond sick. And having an actual band work on the guitar sounds and elements for the frame is going to bring it to that next level that's going to make Temple so memorable. But now, just because the abilities aren't confirmed doesn't mean we're not allowed to speculate on what we think the abilities could be. So let me give you my ideas on what I think Temple's going to do. The big thing that I'm really hoping Temple's going to do is something to do with the guitar power slide. I don't know if it's going to be ability or just some kind of emote or whatever, but if they don't do anything with a power slide, it is such a missed opportunity that they need to. You don't understand, they need to. I could also see that one of Temple's abilities could be related to playing certain riffs. Like certain riffs can cause buffs for your teammates or abilities, maybe some can cause healing, or others could cause debuffs to enemies. Another one I can see happening is just playing a really loud note causing a mass stun around the enemies. It's just so loud they can't do anything type of deal. But the big thing and the main thing that I'm really hoping happens with Temple, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to, is to be able to customize the riffs that Temple plays. Just like Octavia's Soma Chord, if we're able to do that with the guitar, it would be absolutely peak and probably top 10, top 5 best frames in the game. Easy. And I've saved these last two info nuggets for the very end of the video just because if you don't want any leaks or spoilers that way, you just want to go into completely blind or only from the official information from DE, even if they leak it themselves, you can skip off now and just end the video here. So the mission you're seeing in the top left of your screen is a brand new mission coming to the game with the Technocyte Encore. The mission was accidentally shown off by DE and they didn't really give too much information on it, just saying, hey, this has something to do with Temple. And the last leak is that they leaked that Temple will be getting a Gemini skin because they leaked the Gemini emote, and I'm just going to play the clip because it's kind of funny.
Kandar XT says, make Temple's slide the iconic Rockstar slide.
There is actually a Gemini emote that has that exact thing you're talking about in it.
Oh, it's dope.
I think I just spoiled something huge.
You might have. Yep. Yep.
And that's going to be just about it for Temple. That is all the information that we have at this exact moment in time. But February 28th is going to be the next dev stream for Warframe, and they're going to be dropping a whole lot more information for Temple. I'm expecting that we're going to be able to see some gameplay, some abilities, and a bunch of other good stuff. But before I go, there is one last thing. As you know from the last video, there's a challenge I've been doing in the background that I'm going to be updating every single video. So welcome to the first ever Lich update. But don't get your hopes too high for this one, because the Lich update this time is going to be a little small. And since last video, 2 Liches have fallen, being Lib and Donavi, bringing our total Lich kill count to 11 out of 1,000. God, that number just gets bigger every time I say it. And as you see in the top left, I currently have 1 Lich active named Kug, and once he goes down, we'll be at 12 out of 1,000. But that's going to be it for today's Lich update. That's also going to be it for me today as well, so thank you so much for watching and giving me a fraction of your time. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and maybe you learned something new. But with that, I've been Catfish, and I'll see you guys hopefully again here at some point soon.